See here. Red, tell me what happened last time.
Give me a second. Well, it began with time frozen as Oriana was with Alaric, seemingly in the moment having rescued her from being killed by her brother. As dealing with that and the shock of the whole situation, Alaric telling her that we need to move. You don't hold this for so long. And, well, her asking if she can get her friend, Catalina, that she doesn't know if she's alive or dead, but she did set her off to apparently go check on her brother and try to figure out what the hell was going on. Well, you couldn't be in two places at once, and with Oriana still begging for her to save her friend, he handed her a flare gun and said, when you find her, shoot this up in the air and we'll meet up. I'll take your brother and apparently your sister too as well. As he took their frozen forms and I guess presumably drove off with them as she went looking for Catalina. Eventually finding her and pulling that flare gun, and the person coming to pick her up wasn't Alaric, but someone else. Haiti, as she would be told later on, as she was grabbed and apparently started jumping on buildings with a frozen Catalina as well, as they made their way to a helicopter, then eventually to an airplane, as they were going to New York. Oriana confused and trying to understand what the hell is happening, as he revealed that he's not God or an angel or anything like that nature. He's just a man, and apparently, as he would later on tell her brother, God isn't really real, especially with everything going on. That this is just a world with people with powers, and all the consequences that come with that. Even once we got to the airport and making sure not to piss Haiti off, as she was informed, they drove towards some location. Oriana trying to explain some things to Lark. She herself was so very confused, and revealing, well, she doesn't know exactly what happened to her siblings, but she was part of some experiments, something with Merc, and that seemed to set him off for a moment as he went stone cold and got very unhappy. Not Catalina, but Oriana asking questions, but he seemed to snap, not wanting to talk, apologizing a bit before dropping them off and letting them know that you'll be going to Faith, a doctor, and she'll take care of the rest. As her siblings and Catalina were put into different padded rooms, and Faith was cordial and kind. This might be a bit of an unpleasant experience for you, but you can have a conversation with them as we figure things out. And with that, she turned to Hunter and said, start the clock. And everyone blinked, and time went forward. As Emilio and Ramir, and even Catalina, looked in shock as Faith introduced herself, explaining that who she was and where we're at, that you apparently attempted to kill your sister for a very foolish reason, and, well, shattering Emilio's faith in front of him, telling him that the person or thing he talked to definitely wasn't God, that you were just a tool used for other beings who we don't really know their name, but it's another group at the very least. And under your skin, what you are now is something that's machine more than anything else. And if you don't believe me, see for yourself. As Emilio took a knife and made some cuts, the pain intense, but still wanting to know the truth as he looked down and see the wiring and realized it was all a lie. And the ramifications of that. And even Ramir shocked and surprised as well. Regardless, Oriana did a chat with her brother trying to understand what happened, but still, after this, taking her leave, as had a bit of a breakdown with Catalina about everything. And, well, back in the room, Emilio was stunned as Faith revealed that, well, the weaponry inside you, or the machines inside you, have been deemed inert. More likely they turn it off, but they can always turn it back on. And the only best option we can have for you is to surgery. It's going to be painful, it may be intense, you may in fact lose your life, but if that's what you want those out of you, that's the only option. And Emilio would agree, as he probably didn't want to have this inside him anymore. While that was going on, Catalina and Oriana made their way towards meeting a young girl by the name of Onyx, who seemed very friendly and willing to show them to their rooms. As being one of the few people here, as she tried to be nice and asking Oriana that what she plans to name her child, telling her it will be a girl with confidence, as Oriana tried to chuckle at that probably not realizing just how correct she was. And, well, she seemed to want to be friends and offering to give her comfort, asking if she wanted to read some of her comics. Oriana thanked her kindly for that and said she would be happy to do so and bring them back. She was shown to her room, and her and Catalina went inside, dealing with everything here, and Catalina getting very upset. As Oriana, of course, apologized, but Catalina telling her, don't even try. And Oriana also realizing something odd going on with Catalina, as maybe it was the stress, maybe it was the lighting, but for a second her eyes seemed to change. Oriana went up to ask her about it, more concerned, as she, of course, revealed further that she wasn't the only one who had to make deals and make hard decisions. And she doesn't need her to be judged for that. And Oriana, of course, trying to tell her she doesn't judge her. Like, she's just worried is all. Trying to calm her down. Regardless, we got a knock on the door. Onyx leaving some comic books, as she gave us a bit of a rundown of this place, of course. And, of course, there's a panic button. Listen to her Lark, Faith. Don't piss off Haiti. Simple stuff, but still, she's being nice. Like I said, Emilio and Ramiro were left with Faith, as Emilio agreed to the surgery. And in a blink, Ramiro saw her brother disappear. As Faith came back saying, oh, well, it's done. More likely that she told Emilio, and while Ramiro was there, is that time had to be stopped. And they had to do an operation. And it will be painful, and hopefully his body can deal with the stress. But at the very least, he is alive. And, well, whatever happens next is going to be up to him. And, well, she wanted to discuss with Ramiro how she was doing emotionally, with everything going on, and mentally as well. A bit of a tense conversation would continue as Ramiro was dealing with guilt, rage, and frustration under the whole thing, and Faith pointing out the dangers they went into, as well as the fact of wordplay, and maybe he's not trusting so easily. Things got a bit more snippy as Ramiro comment back at Faith's words, and maybe Faith got a bit annoyed as she decided to retaliate by dragging Ramiro off to go talk to her sister, leaving her in the room and locking the door. As Oriana looked up with surprise, and the sisters had a brief but tense conversation back and forth, trying to understand, blame, understanding, and hurt feelings all around. Catalina also saying her piece, but ultimately deciding it wasn't really worth it, at least for Oriana right now. And so Ramiro is going to be staying here in our small little room. And we'll see what happens next. And the fact that her brother's also getting out of surgery. Emilio opens his eyes back in the room with extreme, excruciating pain. Surgery success, but it was everything all at once. As he looked at the mirror to see any scarring or possibly any consequences physically weren't there. And of course, being told that it's all been taken care of. A lot of people had to help with this, but you should be okay as best as one can. And if you want, your sisters can see you. Emilio said yes, if they want to, of course. As Alaric went off to go knock on the door, surprised and a bit confused about what's going on, but letting them know that Emilio's awake, and if they want to, they can talk with him. Ramirez deciding to go speak with him, and Oriana's still needing a bit more time. Though Alaric did warn Ramirez to not piss off Faith at the very least. You don't want to make her mad, especially because she can do much worse than you. Regardless, Ramiro went off to go talk to her brother, make sure he's all right, and there was a bit of a heart-to-heart as Emilio apologized for what he presumes dragging his sister into such a position and conflict, though Ramiro didn't blame him and kind of put the blame on herself a bit that she went along with it. Back at the room, Alaric talked with Oriana, essentially asking what her decision is. It's up to her, and he won't begrudge her either one. If she wants, she can keep her child, or if she doesn't, there are ways to get rid of it, essentially. Though he did relay a story about something that happened back in the 70s, about a little girl who everyone deemed too powerful and too dangerous. And Alaric tried everything he could to save her, twice. And it still ended with her dying. And it's very obvious that has haunted him since. Oriana brought up that she didn't want her choices to be the thing that ends this child's life. And let's bring up the fact that, what if this demon seems to want her DNA or what have you? What do we do? Should we? And Alaric said, I don't really give a fuck, essentially. As whatever happens, we'll fight it. She thanked her and, of course, also asked for Catalina's mother, as we did kind of leave abruptly without her in a panic, and Oriana wasn't thinking. And he said he'll see what he can do. And, well, time passes a bit. Eventually, Alara comes back with pizza and bad news, telling Oriana that they went back to check on Catalina's mother. He sent someone to go hopefully get her back here, as originally was kidnapping. And, well, the whole block had been destroyed. Not too sure exactly what happened, but among the dead was her mother, and a note left saying, "Kill the child or more may die," showing that who has a grudge against Alaric, or whoever else has been his enemy, has decided to retaliate. And Oriana had to go and let Catalina know. Of course, Catalina had that breakdown of grief, realizing her mother is dead. And I think that's where it ended last time.
Yeah. As will take about a week or so for you, Emilio, to come back, be able to at least move around without any sort of pain. But after a couple of days, you could still probably move around if it's needed. So I'm not sure if there's anyone who wants to do anything.
Yeah, I think Oriana wants to talk with her brother. I think she's up for it.
Yeah. You can find him during one of his recovery times where he's kind of like, you're meant to mostly walk around, Emilio, and begin like adjusting to your body, as the pain is still there. There's still you feel quite weak whenever you exert yourself, but it's getting better by the day.
All right.
As Ariana walks in and seemingly watching Emilio for a second. Hello? Seem to be doing all right?
Yeah, we'll just freeze as to say. Doing better.
That's good. I don't really know how time surgery works. Told it was painful.
I blinked. I was in the hospital bed. It was... I mean, I guess something happened before then, but I just remember waking up in the bed.
Oh. I'm glad to see you walking about. It feels odd if you're just not moving around. I'm not too sure. I just wanted to make sure you're okay, but I've decided to keep the child.
That's good.
I thought you would be. Well, I'm not too sure about.
I was wrong. And even without had time to think about it. And I'm sorry, even if that was an angel, even if it was God, I shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, she took a step closer to her brother. She kind of like chuckles. I didn't really make it easy for you, Emilio. I mean, come on. Made a lot of dumb decisions.
Oh, Melee will shake his head. Melee will shake his head. It's. I still made that choice. That was me. No one forced me. No one. They tricked me, but they didn't force me.
I want to be angry at you and shout and scream and make you feel like the worst type of low, but God, honestly, I just want my brother back.
Melee will say, if I don't want you to feel you have to rush into forgiveness, but if you still want me in your life, I'll be here.
Yeah, it will take time, but God, as she will actually go and hug her brother more than anything else.
Yeah, Amelia will hesitate for a second. It's very clear, like the idea of him putting his arms around you, his hands on you, is terrifying to him. But he'll embrace you too, and he'll start to cry.
Yeah.
You hold each other, and it is a bit painful, Emilio, but you probably push through that as let out all these bottle up emotions. Both hug and what is Ramira doing? Going on? Think you want to do these like couple of days?
For now, try to avoid Oriana because he doesn't know how to unfuck that.
I don't remember. Did you get I think you got a separate. Remember a separate
No,
bed.
actually, a separate bed. Actually,
Yeah.
Yes.
It is not a hotel. Actually, it was the same room. So
it's an awkward
it's,
couple of days, that's for sure.
yes, very awkward.
As this morning, as you're going to like this cafeteria they have here, Onyx sort of comes up to him and says, "So why are you not talking with your sister?"
I already explained why I did it, but it's like I said, I'm sorry. I don't think there is anything more to talk about.
I think it's weird when. Well, I used to sit and not say anything in the room and just stare at people, but I was told that's kind of weird, so I'm assuming it's weird for you too.
She was just kind of awkwardly struggle to nod along. Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
So why are you doing it then?
So don't know what else to do. So,
You can say something. You have to sit in silence. The silence is awkward. You just say something, right?
well, there are sometimes things worse than just awkward silence.
That's true, I guess. You don't have to punch her, I suppose. You just talk to her. Why did you already think of something worse than silence?
I didn't think about punching her, but so How do you apologize to a family member you were willing to kill for a voice in the sky?
I'm
How would you?
sorry, I didn't understand what I was doing. I was strict, promised not to do it again. And, well, I mean, if they have other requests, well, do them. I mean, that kind of works for me.
She kind of actually raised an eyebrow at the comment. Is that a joke or a serious thing?
Aren't jokes supposed to be kind of funny? People laughing at them?
Is it a friend or also family?
Well, I think of them like family, I suppose, but not related by blood. I don't know. People are weird about that word sometimes.
There's such a thing as found family.
Yeah. I guess he's my family, right?
I mean, if you both consider yourself that way, yeah.
So I think you should just do that. Seems straightforward to me. But I understand if you don't want to. Not everyone wants to do things straightforward and easy way. A lot of people here want to complicate things for themselves. I never understood that either. And she's kind of like walking away when she's mostly talking to herself. As stare after her longingly.
Listen, she's thinking whether she's brave enough to go to Oriana again. She already said like a lot of these things.
Give it time. I don't know. Up to you, Ramira. Could have told this Onyx and like, Onyx, I've already done this.
Sadly, Ramirez lost and fought right now. She's
And then suppose the awkwardness will continue for more days until somebody does something.
I would like to have my character talk to her.
Yeah, go ahead. After how many days, Yana?
I think she'll give it basically 2 days at most before on the third day talking to her.
So ironically, just after you talk with your brother.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
She will corner her, and I assume they're by themselves with when Catalina's
No,
not here.
Yeah, I'll be nice and I'll say Catalina went to the bathroom or something.
Yeah. Okay. Now we can stay in this limbo of awkwardness and not talking to each other, but I don't think that's going to be healthy, especially when things start making some changes in the next few months.
So, I don't know. Sure, then what you want to talk about?
I talked to Ramira. Sorry, I talked to Emilio, and things may not be what they were before, and it may take some time, but I'm gonna be honest, Ramira, I want us to be a family again. I want to live my life, I don't know, afraid of you, anxious, more anxious than anything else.
I'll promise I'll try my best. Thank you, Oriana, for offering the chance of building the bridge again.
It's gonna take work on both of our parts, I think. And we're now in a world, I really don't know what type of world we're in right now, but just Don't do it again.
I'll try to avoid listening to weird voices from the sky.
I know it'll be easy to be angry with you, but I don't know. We don't know what we're dealing with here, and I don't think normal people are able to understand it fully. So falling for a trap for something like this, it'd make it easy for you.
That was still my choice to go along and not question things, even
It
if it was
was.
strict.
And I'm not forgiving you for that, Bard. Like I said, it's going to take time. I'm not going to spend my entire life feeling like this. Not about you or Emilio. So, how about we just, I don't know, try to fix this bridge together?
Yeah, she was small, and I'll give it my best shot.
Yeah, she smiles and hesitantly she will actually hug her sister.
Yeah, Rhaenyra would not initiate a hug, but if she sees approaching her, she will much more enthusiastically jump into it.
Catalina walking out of the bathroom kind of sees you two and just kind of chuckles. Well, you seem to be on the up and up.
Yeah, hopefully so. How are you?
Better, or rather, as best as the situation, the best as anyone in the situation could be.
That's good. But if you want, we can go grab some lunch, maybe. Read a couple comic books. Onyx gave me some other ones.
Kind of chuckle and nod.
What do you say, Ramir?
Wouldn't mind that. I want to go eat some hospital food. But how's the food here, by the way, the cantina?
I mean,
I don't know any false statements.
surprisingly decent. It's not hospital food, because usually the hospital has to make the food fucking bland, for medical reasons. But this is just a normal cantina for normal people. There's a lot of Italian cuisine for some. But
Odd.
now listen here, Zaz. Now have you know, Paradox Interactive games are very popular.
They cornered the artisanal market like me.
Grant over there offended over here.
Unfortunately, Mac, I also have the collectible cards problem. It's fine.
How do you feel about trains?
That's the thing. I never cared about trains. Never catch me there. You'll never catch me there.
You see, you're good. Listen. If you ever look at anything I say and think, that doesn't apply to me, don't act like it does. Because otherwise, I think you're protesting too much.
That Paradox Interactive game call out over here was very damning, Grunt. That's some damning evidence.
Listen,
You know how many... You're looking at the man who has the most hours in CK2 in the world. It's
I don't want to talk. I also don't want to talk about my hours in Hearts of Iron.
But yeah, as the week sort of it's sort of like the end of the week, Emilio Alaric will walk into your room and he's like, "So, how are you feeling? Any weird side effects?"
nothing unusual. Pain's dulled a lot.
Good. During recent events, I think Not sure if I'm feeling comfortable with letting you and your family out of here, but this is not really a living quarters space.
Understand that. Where will we go?
I've had someone secure a quaint little home in one of New York's boroughs. Not like
Amelia will nod.
very big, but should at least be better than.
Can't be any worse than back home. Thank you for all this, Alaric.
I'm honest. Well, we're not out of the woods yet, but I think we are within. We are sort of in between crises.
Amelia will kind of chuckle a bit at that. Imagine doesn't sound like the time between those are very long.
For some longer than for others. I'm gonna send someone with you at the house to ensure in case we have unexpected surprises, you're not defenseless.
I was about to ask. I doubt the people who. I doubt they'd give up just because I got things removed.
You'll nod. She's not very talkative, but yeah, I think you'll be fine as long as you don't try to. She's not really good with touches and shit.
Amelia will just nod at that.
Have Faith here come and perform one last inspection, and then I'll chat with your sisters, Catalina, and then I'll have someone drive you over there.
Sounds good then.
Yeah, take his leave. His Faith will come in and perform one last physical checkup on you, run some tests, see how your recovery went. He says, oh, that's actually kind of proud of myself. But good job as well. It wasn't easy what you went through.
Amelia will say to that, thank you for my help, Doctor. I know you might not approve of the wording, but it does seem you do work miracles.
Don't worry, sometimes I amaze myself. I'm also the best at this, so we're in good hands to begin with. I'll make sure my effort is not wasted.
Amelia does not that, as he'll say. It's the second lease on life. I don't plan to waste a second of it.
She'll nod and let you get dressed properly. In your room, Alaric will come in. Mira, Oriana, you'll see him. Like, how is everything here?
Everything's good. Is everything all right?
Well, this is no real place to keep living, so I've secured a small house for you to all stay at for the time being.
Is it safe or? Well, I know it is, but
I
is that a good idea?
think it's safe enough. Plus, I'll be within New York. So, I'm literally one phone call away.
She nods, a bit relieved.
You know, if there's anything else you are.
Thank you. This is gonna sound a bit selfish. About money and things like that.
I know, probably have to work a hot dog stand or something.
Will we be allowed to get jobs? Is that gonna be okay, or?
Oh no, and I'm gonna cover your expenses at least the next
Oh,
year.
Okay. Thank you. I know there's things I have to buy for this whole thing.
Trust me, keeping you in one house, secluded, and buying you things is much less expensive than having to cover up for anyone who might spot you out in public.
Okay.
You're gonna do as the rich people do. You're gonna be elusive. Why I placed you in a very rich neighborhood.
Thank you.
He'll kind of smile and nod.
Guess not going out much, I suppose.
Fortunately, the backyard is all you'll have.
We can make a garden. It's not too bad, right? Something to pass the time.
He'll kind of nod and say, I think you'll have plenty of room for that.
She nods.
Need anything else? Feel free to reach out.
We will.
Take his leave. Yeah, you can sort of get ready as meet with Emilio as you're gonna be escorted out of the compound, as there's a large SUV that you'll be able to sort of get in for yeah, listen, actually that's a good point. You'll hand her back her comics back. Says, oh, you're leaving. It was fun having you around.
Yeah. It was very fun. Thank you for being so nice.
No, this is try my best.
Well, if things work out, hopefully we'll get a chance to say hello, and maybe I'll, I guess, have tea ready, as the rich people say.
Have you figured out the name for the baby?
I think I have a few ideas.
Well,
I was thinking maybe, well, I was thinking maybe Amalia.
no, it says lovely name.
Ah, you think so?
Yeah.
I haven't thought of one if it's a boy, but
No, it's a girl. Tell you right now.
you're really confident?
Yeah, I know these things.
Ah, I see. Well, all-knowing master, I guess there's no way I can doubt your claims. I'll trust you.
Kind of like says, like, you doubt me. I'm supposed to tell you how I know.
Oh? Oh, you can tell me. I promise I won't tell anyone.
Give me a speech roll. Alright,
No.
was very insistent of you. Do not tell people about this.
Let's see if I have it with me.
You have to have adrenaline and all.
Actually, my non-existent adrenaline. See.
You roll dice.
Yeah,
Get
give
a
me one. Yeah, why not? Why not? You know. There you go.
Kind of says, Alaric would be quite upset. Promised him.
Oh, that's true. It's rule number 1. Do what Alaric says, right?
That's it.
Isn't that the rule you gave me? Don't tell me you already forgot.
I usually take that for granted because, I mean, I kind of just do what he tells me, but he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't tell me to do much.
Hmm.
But when he does, it's usually because it's very important.
Oh, that's good. You don't want to break his trust and all that.
No. He was quite nice to me. He is quite nice to me.
Yes, he is. Hopefully we'll see each other again, Onyx. You, be safe.
Yeah, well, I'm usually around here, so they don't really let me leave. So, can visit anytime.
I will. I'll probably bring gifts. I
Like
think
that.
I can make a mean cupcake or two.
Yeah, they don't really. Yeah, you said you're from south, right? Can you make me something? I want to. You're making something like from your local. I always been told that people from like different places make like the best food from that place.
I gotcha. I can pick something up.
Smile and nod.
She waves goodbye to Onyx. She takes her leave.
Yeah, no, you do realize I don't. Out.
Yeah, she has that feeling that there's something missing here, and she's not able to go outside.
Sure, that's for a good reason, right? Possibly reason, no. Ah.
20 interdimensional sniper teams waiting.
As you take you leave the compound as you get all into the vehicle, as it will drive you to New York, as you will be driven into this very nice and luxurious neighborhood. You see like mansions everywhere, sort of on like the northern part of Queens. In the distance you see like the white stone bridge and then the East River just kind of slogging along. Your house actually has like your backyard has access to the, I guess you could call this like a, not very, it's more like a fucking, more like a shore than a beach. So yeah, as you will be, it's a big fucking house. I'll be honest, this is a mansion.
That's an army with chuckle as they drive to the house. Sure, you living like the average American.
I think my closet's another room.
It's certainly something.
So yeah, as you arrive, you'll also this is a good image, visual idea. You will realize that well, you two don't recognize her. Oriana, you do. It's Hades there as well. She's just gonna like look at all of you before like heading to the kitchen.
Nice to see you again, Haiti. She kind of says that as she leaves.
She sort of kind of like grunts a bit before walking it. It's only like 5.8 mil.
Current time, or is it?
Yes.
Give a decade.
Yeah. Listen, this is still Queens. It's not like the richest part of New York. Sure, you can go higher if you look. But yeah.
2008 hasn't happened yet.
I mean, yeah, you can check. There's a lot more rooms than you need here, that's for sure. And the backyard is quite large.
Oh, let's get settled in then.
As well, time would pass. You will be provided like regular meals and anything else you request. There's a phone line for emergencies. Faith will be stopping by weekly, to check on the state of the baby. Once a month, you'll be flown back. You'll be driven back to the compound for more intensive analysis. Alaric would be stopping by again weekly, check in on things. In this time, in these many months, anything you want to do, any conversations you want to bring up with literally anyone?
Well, at the very least, for Oyana, she's definitely gonna bring food for Onyx. And you know, Onyx, Faith, and the rest of them, whoever else is here, she's gonna bring food for them because it feels rude not to do that.
Listen, Onyx will appreciate your Mexican cook.
Thank you, Onyx, for being so kind. I think she will do that gardening thing and then ask about what happens when this child is born. Mainly, I don't know if that was a conversation we already had or not.
No, you didn't really have any conversation.
Yeah,
Who do you
I'm
want
not
to
too
have a
sure.
conversation with?
Fuck. It will probably have to be with Alaric because he's the main guy in charge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of like. How long is the pregnancy before you have this actual talk?
I think usually when they probably about shows like around month 3 or 4, so month 3 I'll say.
He's coming for his before month 3. Anything anyone else wants to bring up?
Honestly, no. Mostly enjoying the normality and the small town, trying to live like a family. That's now maybe join on the gardening hobby. Since the amount of hobbies here is limited.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I mean, Emilio would, thinking of questings, Emilio would take advantage of the fact that, well, in Mexico, his education stalled on account of being poor as shit. So, like, Emilio would request honestly, a lot of books. He probably tear through books in this like period of time. Doesn't really have much else to do.
Yeah, they would. Uh, it's also weird how this article who remarked that your neighbors are friendly. So if you want it, because like he's like, I don't want you to go mad with isolation. So if you have to talk, you can talk to the neighbors. They are friendly and safe. They've been vetted. There's this like Italian family next door. Well,
Tiny family.
at least the names of the people. The last name is American. That's the Smith family.
Interesting.
Yeah, I assume vetted that we can still have a normal conversation, but obviously not leak anything from the lab.
Yes, don't talk about weird supernatural shit, but like you can talk with them without the fear of them like pulling a gun and trying to shoot you. Like you can have them over, you can have the family dinner, as long as you keep the supernatural shit hidden away from them. Yeah, yeah. So it's a nice.
Listen. Ramiro will propose some barbecues and stuff, and like with the neighbors. Take out of the infinite fucking supply. We can buy some real meat.
Yeah, I mean, everything is real now. What? Eat processed food this day and age? But yeah, no. Listen, the Smiths are a nice couple. They have like 2 kids.
Yeah, Mila would talk. Yeah, Mila would talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Realize one of them is in fact actually you learn quickly that Mr. Smith is in fact a police captain.
Shocked.
He and Zast are deeply distraught right now.
Yeah. Gonna say, because I don't, other than, I don't think he would have. Now I need to figure out actual fucking police. Oh god.
What have you done to yourself?
How far was he bribed up?
A good point. That's my I'm
I was
trying
gonna
to
say
figure
this.
out.
Commissioner.
Assuming he had a distinguished career, it's been 20 years because now the 90s.
Yeah, it's been like 14 years, but yeah.
14 years, yeah.
No, because I was gonna say I think probably like the chief of police.
Yeah, to be honest, if you're a police captain, you have a good record. Eventually, you'll become the chief of police if you don't retire first.
Yeah,
Like, you
because
kinda
he
do
was
this,
quite
like-
young. He's right now he's about like 46.
Yeah, actually, if they did a huge, big corruption push,
Yeah.
like 46 is a little young for chief of police of New York, but they did a whole big corruption push and he had a good career,
Yeah.
sterling career, then yeah.
Yeah. Oh, scratch that. He is the chief of police. Apparently, the big hotshot that was part of an entire operation to remove the corruption from New York, the police department.
I wish we could do that in Mexico. I wish we could do that to the PRI.
Listen, I don't like if you talk with him about it, he'll tell you how the police in New York was 15 years ago. Oof. I mean, yeah, it was pretty much you could bribe them to do anything. And now the police are, it's a much stricter environment. They don't take bribes. It's the crackdown on corruption is as severe as it can possibly get. the internal affairs divisions now will fucking gun down anything and anyone that moves the wrong way.
Literally.
Listen now.
Listen, we don't talk about we don't talk about that.
You only need to kill like the first 10 people, then the rest fall in line. Yeah. His wife seems to be honestly God, what's the word? Well, technically she's like a housewife, but you don't see her too much at home. Goes somewhere, but she apparently
She's killing those crap cops.
but again, they're nice and you can hang out with them, and I think this eases the sort of overall isolation feeling.
Yeah.
As I'm not sure if there's anything else before the future of the child conversation, which I think will be a big one.
Nothing from Emilio.
I'm enjoying normalcy.
As 4 months in, when he arrives, Oriana, is it a conversation you want to have with him, or do you think, do you want to be with like everyone and talk about this?
I think this is one she wants to first start with him, because then she'll talk to her family about it. It is a bit of a
Like, sort of bring him outside as he. Right, you look serious today. Everything all right?
yeah. I think so. But everything happening and it's moving along. I know we talked about it briefly, but what happens after the child's born?
Sort of looks contemplative for a moment. What would you want to happen?
Well, in an ideal world, they get to be happy, safe, and don't have to worry about anything. But I know there's a lot. There's a lot going on that I'm not aware of, and well, this child wasn't conceived by normal means, and seems to be a lot of people who aren't happy that she's there. So
I wouldn't say a lot of people, but they are dangerous.
yeah. So there's possible danger. I don't know if she'll come out. I know Faith is keeping an eye on things, but I'm not sure if she's gonna come out okay, or
Well,
change.
the test analysis are quite good, but I'm not stupid, Oriana. I know that. Well, it's these people that did the experiments on you, Mark. You really want to know what their end goal is,
Yes.
right? As far as I can understand, the release, they might have even grander ambitions, but back when I first encountered them, quite content with creating weapons, human ones. Their main project, one that I have a slight suspicion you have been involved with, revolves around them, as they put it, unlocking the full human potential.
Okay.
Trying to use the rifts to artificially create people that are like faith, like Haiti, and they have been working on it for quite a long time, several decades by my calculation.
And I don't know if it worked or maybe it was faulty. I don't really feel different.
Well, that's because maybe it failed, maybe it was temporary, but cameras do spot Catalina's eyes shifting weirdly.
Is,
I did prevent Faith from doing as she wanted. Stress test.
is she gonna be all right?
She'll shrug and say, "Oh, but the thing is, we don't have any way of. Well, there is one way to check, but that can only be done after some time. There's a side effect of all that become, as Faith calls them, riftborn. All those affected by the rifts tend to age much slower, considerably slower. That can be detected. One is to run tests on your DNA and cells, but right now it hasn't been too much time, so we'll probably tell in a couple of years, maybe like a decade. I mean, you'll kind of like look inside and I'll say, "Seen Haiti?
Yeah.
How old do you think she is?"
Um, I say maybe 19, 20.
I found her in 77,
Wow.
and she's barely changed since then.
You did mention the mid-70s at one point, so
She's in
I guess
fact
that makes you.
in her late 20s. Not, yeah.
Hmm.
Almost, I think, actually, no, she'll say she's technically within her early 30s.
I guess that makes you a old guy too. Then, what are you like? 50?
Um, luckily, I am a bit fortunate I can sort of choose at what age I look like.
How long have you existed? I guess. Yeah, I guess that's the question.
Well, I've been here for a bit over 2 decades. So, yeah, I think late 40s. I'm quite old.
Okay. So, aging, things like that. Have you told her about it, Catalina?
Well, I will, but right now I feel like she's dealing with enough stress with her mother and all. Plus, how do you bring this up? Hey, you're gonna look young forever. There's a bunch of children out there that are sort of in the same position, right?
Ah, that must be, gonna be honest, a bit of a nightmare. I wouldn't want to be 13, 16, or anything like that again all over again.
Yeah. My hope is we can figure something out. There is a chemical reagent. It's on the list, but not as highest priority. Yeah, no.
Understood.
Estimates give people like Faith at least a few centuries to live.
That's a big number. But I still wanted to know that there's a plan, I guess, for what comes after. Make me feel a little bit less anxious.
Still nod. Now, it's mostly up to you. If you want my suggestion, you should let Faith run her tests. That means stressing you out, figure how exactly your body's changed, if it's changed. More importantly, if it has any effect on the child.
No, I don't want them to get hurt.
I know. I trust Faith. I know what she's doing. I wouldn't put you in the hands of someone. You ask me how long I've been around? Well, I've been working with Faith for more than a decade now. She's the best at what she does, and I trust her.
She kind of looks at him a bit, making sure. Okay, if you say so, if you trust her, I trust you know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's gonna be unpleasant, but I think you're willing to risk it. The reward is gonna be quite worth it.
If I think it's gonna hurt the child, or if I say stop, we stop.
She'll nod.
Okay, it's not the. Well, it would be the first time, right? Kind of tries to laugh.
Kind of like chuckle too. Can't say it's really stop if it becomes uncomfortable, because I'm pretty sure you're gonna be put through a lot of pain.
I think it can take pain.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think that before they actually get pushed to the brink.
Oh, they're not gonna put some weird dark gook inside of me and then black out from that. So I think I can take it.
Sort of like puckers his lip a bit, and I'm like, I mean, I want to ruin the surprise. You're weirdly close.
What? Okay. You kind of. I'm trying to make a light situation of a very traumatic thing right now, Lark. You're making me feel more nervous than reassuring me.
If I survived it, you're gonna survive as well. She's gotten better with it over the years.
That's not really reassuring me, Lark.
Well, then maybe we don't do it. Listen, again, the whole point is to push all the buttons to see what makes you tick. And if nothing happens, then that means it was most likely temporary or didn't take effect, in which case you're in the clear. Something happens, we figure out how the thing that they put inside of you affected you.
Living in ignorance isn't going to be helpful, especially if something happens unexpectedly. So,
especially when you give birth and God knows what you're gonna expect then. Your baby has superpowers, Oriana. It would be nice to know that beforehand.
Yeah. If I may be being a bit dramatic, but if something happens to me, can you make sure they're going to be all right?
Always. But nothing is gonna happen to you.
Okay. I'm gonna have to let my family know at the very least that we're gonna be doing some tests.
He'll nod. I'll speak with Catalina then, while you talk with him.
And thank you, Alok. I know I stated a lot, but still.
Listen, it's the least I can do right now.
I think you've done a lot more than anyone would have done.
Have to make all those times I couldn't help people count for something.
You really seem to put the weight of your world on your shoulders, huh?
Problem is, from a certain point of view, kinda is. Other viewpoints, well, have murdered a lot of people. Some intentionally, some accidentally. The worst part is I don't think I'll ever be able to get over it.
You're that same don't mean to be rude or anything, the same feel my brother does. You know, eyes forward, never look back. It's always on you. It can get really frustrating for your loved ones to watch.
Well, so I don't let them see me too much.
I don't know what your life is like outside of this place, Alark. I hope you have one at the very least, but as someone who usually is the passenger of this whole thing, take care of yourself a little bit more.
Well, listen, like I told other people, I go out, I have drinks every now and then. But
Do you or
this is why family is important, Oriana. Don't know what you had until you lose them.
that's true. Have you lost your family, Alark? Is that why you fight so hard?
Lost many people. A lot of them by my own hand. So yeah, I do want to make their deaths worth it.
Well, I'm not sure how heavy your burden is, but I can understand it. Surviving after people you didn't think would die is its own weight, but I do hope you get a chance to enjoy yourself every once in a while. You can kill them.
Maybe in a century or two, probably be able to relax, retire.
That's true. You're basically almost an old man now, so
I am.
very well then. I won't push on this. I don't think I have a right to, so.
Listen, maybe we can to have some time, get some drinks. Post-trauma dump.
Well, it might be a little bit awkward for you to walk around with a pregnant woman, so we'll probably have time before it gets a little too hard.
Doesn't matter when nobody can see you because you've stopped time.
Oh, that's true. Well, I guess at the very least, watching movies might be a bit impossible, but drinks and chatting, I think would be nice. Maybe you can stop by the house and actually, sit down and enjoy yourself. Make it me an enchilada.
Well, maybe I'd like that sometime.
She just smiles and nods.
Yeah, you'll go inside to chat with Catalina, and you can inform your family what you agreed to subject yourself to.
Listen, I gotta make it sound not as awful as it is.
Mm-hmm.
As she's gonna talk to Emilio and Ramir. The So I might be at the facility a bit more with Faith. They're gonna do some more testing to check to see any side effects of my time with Merc.
Oh no, Zaz, the microphone fucked you over.
Oh no.
He's gone.
Yeah, this is
The,
the time where he has to
these story,
reconnect.
these,
There we go.
I've been having problems with Discord too. It's been a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah, Amelia would just say that's all right.
Yeah, hopefully, well, there's a lot of unknowns in this whole thing, so hopefully to get some answers. I just want to make sure I want to keep you in the loop.
listen, whatever it takes, we're here to help you.
Thank you. And, well, there's a chance chance Catalina may also be having some side effects too.
Amelia will nod. If there's anything we can do to help, let us know.
I will. I'm trying to think about what happens after. I don't know if we'll always have normal, but I think I want to make sure we're all happy.
I don't think normal will be coming back to us, but I think we can adapt.
She just smiles at her brother as she nods.
Uh,
Oh,
Go ahead.
almost forgot. Something else Alarg mentioned is, I guess those with abilities or Riftborns, as what Merc was trying to do, make superpowered beings, weapons. There's a couple side effects that could be there, but apparently slowed aging and maybe more, but I'll probably let you know when I find out more.
I'm here at the intellectual of the Sega. You gotta stay pretty and young forever then?
I don't know how it works. If there is, that's going to be a situation, but apparently they're a lot older than they look.
Let's hope your kid will be okay, but it's for the doctors to handle.
I trust Dr. Faith will. I trust her abilities.
Okay.
Daz, did you say something? I think your mic cut off again. Damn.
Yeah, because he has to reconnect everything.
Ah, gotcha.
Just that she's good at what she does.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, so remember what to say. That's nice to. I have faith that I think we'll get through this. Whatever tribulations are to come.
At that, she smiles at her family.
You hear like a fucking one of the shelves fucking fly off upstairs. Think anyone? Not to think Catalina is taking it as nice as you are, Oriana.
Ooh.
I Amelia will get up and to go check what's happening.
Yeah, of course.
You walk in and all of you see Catalina just kind of like grab something and just kind of fling like another it's like one of the drawers. She kind of yank it out of the furniture block and just kind of flings it at Alaric, and it will just kind of pass through him like he's not corporeal. It just kind of whizzes through him and crashes in the wall behind him. As you will notice about her, her hair color has changed. It's a deep bright green. She's like, you can fuck that. I'm not. It's like I'm not gonna let you punch me. She's like, well, you wanted to check if I have like fuck powers? Well, let's go. Let's fucking go. She like looks behind her at you, Thrin, with like a more of a pleading look.
Selena, what's going on?
I told him I'm not gonna have some weird experiments be done on me. And they shouldn't be done on you. What the fuck did you just agree to?
Selena, I don't know what's gonna happen at all. I don't want to be left in the dark.
That's the point.
Your hair,
What? What about
your
my
hair is. It's an interesting color.
looks at it and it's like, fucking. As her eyes also like visibly change to resemble those of a snake. As the slits sort of become vertical and they change in coloration. Okay, listen to me. Exactly, that's the point. You don't know what's gonna happen. Why would you agree to this? You can also give me. Oh, you can give me an awareness roll.
Yeah, for me and also
Yeah. I can't believe I've almost outbid all of you. With 3 dice, Emilio and Ramira.
I was about to ask Grunt, did I clear those conditions? Because I do have 3 of them.
Oh damn. Yes, you. Luckily, none of them applied to. You know what? Unlike the Mac, I am a gambler. Never mind. But yeah, no. Or yeah, there's something weird about her tongue. As she like talks to you and not exactly sure. She says, this is no, I refuse to let you do this. No.
Selena, I know you're worried. You have every right to be, but there's so many. She kind of like goes to her to like cautiously, of course, just make sure she's not gonna toss a book at her. I'm scared. I am definitely afraid, but not knowing is worse. I can't prepare for if I don't know. There's, I don't know, some unknown being wants this baby to be born, and some people definitely don't want it to be. I can't just live my life in limbo, hoping for the best.
Give me a speech roll.
Yeah. God, Cheesecake Factory.
If any of you want to add anything to this.
Listen, Ramira's kind of more on the side of Oriana, not Oriana, fuck, of Catalina, which is probably not to make a lot of happy right now.
What about Emilio? Oh,
So Amelia will say, I, right now, I don't think anyone really knows what's going to happen. I think I they had to take out of me to help me. I, they did it, and
uh, cut out that last part, but I assume you are basically just trying. Are you trying to convince them, to convince Catalina to back down, right? You roll this. Now, see, Red, simply succeed. Look at that extreme.
Yeah, just succeed. I'll take that advice. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Catalina sort of looks at you, Emilio, a bit defeated. Fine, but I'm going with her, and you're not putting us in separate rooms. I guess that's fine, I suppose. Catalina will kind of grasp your hand and just kind of hold it tight.
It's gonna be all right.
No, I think that. Anything else anyone wants to add? There'll be there will be some time because yeah, you will be taken and you'll be you're spending more time at the compound and less time at the home, as the experiments will start out slow with the usual poking and prodding and then move up to more intensive things like electrical shock, all sorts of painful stimuli, trying to stress you out, trying to sort of go ahead, Zaz, if you want to say something.
oh no, I was just having a hard time hearing, so
Okay.
I just did that. I just did that.
So stressing you out, exhausting you, pushing you quite far, and both you and Catalina, as at the very least, for the next several months, the Faith is very happy at this. She's like, no, listen, I will stop this immediately if I think the child is any sort of danger. I don't want to lose that precious baby. But it becomes quite obvious to you, especially with a bit of time passing, that Catalina's Caesars, that's exactly the question Faith has. Will this baby even age? What is going on? Listen, there's a lot of
Remember, I
theories.
did ask also that, yeah, like, wait, if
Mhm.
you're gonna stay forever young,
Don't know. We don't know. But I am proud to finally. I'll post this, I suppose, just for shits and giggles. As well, Catalina's changes are more of a physical nature, and they are becoming more and more permanent as the more prodding and pushing has happened.
Mm.
As she will be unfortunately shifting her visage a bit. She looks quite inhuman by the end of these many months. this one. As, yeah, her hair completely changes colors. Her eyes are very snake-like in appearance. Her tongue is in fact forked. She can, as far as you understand, regenerate from all sorts of wounds. Actual has fangs that produce venom, just like a snake. And, well, she can dislocate her bones easily and put them back together. Yes, Zaz, they are. They are. I am offering generous packages. As for you, though, Catalina, not Catalina, Oriana, your changes are a bit more subtle. Definitely are. You realize slowly. You remember back to the days when they were experimenting on you. You were able to hear a lot of loud sounds. As with a couple of experiments where they unironically completely like sensory they subjected to sensory deprivation for longer and longer periods of time. We'll still be able to hear things. As apparently whatever they did to you changed your brain and the way it worked, as you are able to in fact communicate telepathically, sort of sending, like talking to people in their brains. You can move things with your mind. You can sort of manipulate objects around you. You can, if you struggle, even read people's like thoughts and sort of control their like movement. It's a bit scary, honestly. It will in fact force you to give commands and see how people react to that. I can't believe the reaction Hate put. What the fuck is this?
Who did he would?
He didn't. He's unsure. He's afraid. I'm like, hey, this is the same character. I'm gonna. Sorry, I need to call him out on this bullshit. You can't like wood one character and then be like, oh well. What the fuck?
Listen, I'll do it in his place. How dare he?
You called on in the El Diablo chat. He's not in here.
Fuck. I'll just forward this to the.
Honestly, you're right. He did react to a lot of photos. What the hell?
I know I deleted it now, but it was there. The Catalina had the wood on her. I'm like, there we go. Oh no, you did it. Thank you.
I did. I was like, how dare?
Well, time will pass. The months will go on, and honestly, Ramira and Emilio will have time to dedicate to yourselves. Given this amount of free time, I am willing to grant certain feats. You're willing to put in the legwork. Because, for example, Emilio's education can net you a lot of feats. So would Ramira's thing, depending. If you just relax around and don't do anything, then probably not.
Ramiro would actually like ask if it's possible for like because she would like actually ask Alaric of Fate. I'm not sure like the guy managing this about like
Make him a house gym. They can do that.
it's not just that but like will they fund us for the rest of our lives? She was asking about job training and stuff like that.
Alaric will stick with you on that. Says, well, not for the rest of your lives, but I suppose can help you get a job. This, if you want. Not, you realize you're not gonna have a normal life, right?
I'm just really not gonna sure what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be there for Oriana and stuff, but
You want to do. Your brother has been learning severely after these past couple of months. I've never seen a person go through so many books so fast. He is quite gifted and hardworking.
so like lean back in the chair. Hmm. Honestly, like a bit of self-defense training and stuff like that, like actual stuff, more than just it's also it's not. I could throw a mean punch, but stuff like that to keep my family safe.
Suppose if you want to really fight, I think I can bring in someone. You know, unironically, I think if you fight with Heidi, she's not a big talker, but I'll tell her to be gentle with it. She can tear through a brick wall at full power.
Yeah, Oriana mentioned something werewolf something.
She was quite furry when I found her. You can train with her. I'll get some men to arrange the garage and well, I think dealing with her will prepare you for many more forceful encounters. Could also bring in someone who's a bit more of a weapons expert, but you want fist and wrestling training. I think she's the best for the job.
It's not as much as I like good fisticuffs, and I think as much as fun would be to wrestle a werewolf, the weapons expert might be safer and like more useful in the future.
Right. I'll talk to him. He'll be here soon. A couple of days later after our discussion, it's like a young British man will show up. He does have a. He'll kind of walk up and. Oh, you Ramira, right?
Yes.
My name is Arthur Bailey, and I shall be your instructor for the next 6 months.
Alright, then I suppose it's time to study and to learn.
What exactly do you want to learn? I am mostly, well, at this point I have experience with a lot of encounters and situations.
Honestly, I won't be going for military training here, I imagine, but just self-defense training and dealing with stuff like this, and also to defend others, like bodyguard training, I suppose. Listen.
Well, you want to fight? Do you want to keep a lookout? Bodyguards are most efficient when they prevent the danger from even arriving. Fighters fight. Marksmen shoot. There's only 6 months. I suggest you narrow your goal a bit.
Nice. Probably keeping a lookout. The first layer of defense to avoid getting, as my dad used to say. If you avoid getting hit in the first place, it's the first layer of defense.
That your fucking awareness.
What the thing is? Okay, the thing is that okay, my idea was like to train. I'm not sure.
Well, that's why he's asking you, what do you want to train? And you're like, well, I wanna be better at spotting threats. Like, yeah, okay, I guess you can gain a feat related to the awareness
Oh,
stat.
it's feed. Oh, I see. Oops.
Only
I imagine
6 months.
I imagine 6 months to bar weakness. Oops, never mind. Scratch that. I'm sorry. Scratch fucking that. Reverse. I misunderstood. Some as you say, one of our friends always said I was a bit of a shooting ace, maybe some proper weapons training.
Guns, is it?
Nationale.
Well, sure. Oh, be good. Target practice. What feat do you even want to pick?
Yeah, gunslinger probably.
I see.
Probably for pistols and stuff. Yeah, with just and I think 3 nerves and 2 dots and shoots. I think pretty good. Huh?
You'll sort of you begin training a bit more formally with the small firearms, learning a bit about how to handle it, how to clean it, how to maintain it. As well, listen, he is clearly trained, or at least, and will sort of run you through certain encounters and participate with you in training exercises. And next couple of months you'll be solely dedicated to this. So free time and normal time are gone. This is what you want to do. We'll put in the effort. As well, eventually, Oriana, time will be here to, well, have the birth. Well, to avoid certain complications, they will suggest how do you say this in English? I was gonna say, I don't think you can call it an artificial birth. I don't think that's correctly. Grammatically
You mean
correct.
like a C-section or?
Yes, I think that's how they
Yes.
call it here.
Yes.
Yeah, as you'll participate through the operation, people there, sort of in the next room, as the baby be safely delivered. As the moment that happens, the voice in your head, dear, sorry, voice you haven't heard in well, many months. See, you have delivered child.
Yes. What do you want?
Till your end of the bargain. Draw blood. several symbols on him that you'll see in your mind soon. Chant the spell. Then, free to enjoy the rest of your life.
I say no. If I don't do it,
There are severe consequences to going back on a deal. I would advise you to not do it.
what are you planning?
It's my own business. I merely require what you promised me. Information.
And this won't hurt the child, right?
No.
She closes her eyes a bit and kind of nods. Is anyone else in the room with her in this moment in time, Greg?
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. There'll be like people
Okay.
around.
Do I have a time limit about this? For this ritual of yours?
Soon as possible. If you fail to deliver it by the end of the day, consequences will be quite dire.
Very well. I'll do it. I'll do it.
I'll be waiting. Yeah. Eventually, Faith will bring back the child. As at this point, I think people would be around you. So as you're cradling it, Faith will say, "Oh, as we predicted, it's a baby girl, and young Amalia here looks quite fine and healthy."
I looked at her and cries a bit, tears up a bit mostly. It spoke to me again.
And the fucking room goes a bit quiet as Alaric kind of steps forward and says, "Of course he did. What did it want?"
Wanted me to finish my end of the bargain. Said there are dire consequences for going back on a deal made.
Do it now.
She kind of looks up a bit surprised, but nods. As I presume she said she knows the runes are in her head now, right?
Well, yeah, the moment you have the intent to do it, you will see. I'm not sure if there's any. You will notice, Oriana, that the room has frozen still, and only Alaric is blinking.
It's a smart thing to do, isn't it?
The only thing to do.
Yeah.
Definitely not the smart thing.
She'll probably kiss Amalia's head before doing the ritual, as she knows.
As you see the symbols, as you have to, well, he'll give you a bag of blood, as you'll have to like draw them with blood on child. And as you start chanting weird words in a language you don't understand, see the symbols illuminate as they then vanish. And you hear the voice in your head. Pleasure doing business with.
Does it say anything to that?
Yeah, Alaric kind of like says, "Is it done? Over?"
I believe so. It got what it wanted.
As time resumes and everyone, you kind of sort of blinked and then blinked again, and you all both will realize that Oriana's posture sort of shifted. Most likely, Lorik stopped time, something happened, and now he zoomed it.
You're like, everything okay? I said, must look to Alaric and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'll also say what happened.
Done. They gave the thing what it wanted. The ritual is over.
Is the baby is the baby all right?
He seems to be okay. Kind of cradles her closer.
Uh, when you notice it, the the child will kind of like open its mouth a couple of times. Tongue slightly forked at the tip.
Uh, that what was that there before? Kind of like looks a little bit confused.
Faith kind of like, I didn't want to bring it up now. I I know who the other parent is. The Catalina's face just kind of fucking drops. I kind of glanced and it's like, wait, how long did you know about this? A few months ago. And no, but I had a suspicion. I kind of like drag her off to the side as begin like talking in hushed tone. Wait, how the fuck did you figure? How what's this? What? You don't want these people to know how I figured that one out, Alaric. Trust me. No, Catalina has some really.
Emilio can't.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead, Zaz.
No, sorry, I was going to say Emilio cannot help but laugh at the situation.
uh, well, Catalina, I guess we're parents. You don't.
I can't believe I'm a father. How is this even
Magic. I don't know.
I hate these.
I mean-
I hate them.
I'm sure the good doctor would tell us there's some rational explanation for this, but it might as well be magic.
I'm gonna be honest, Catalina. I was kind of expecting the demon to be the other father. This is actually a pleasant surprise.
Well, I'm happy I'm your better choice.
Always.
Alaric does return, looking a bit more paler. Well, the important thing is Amalia's safe. Gonna keep you here under close observation for now and make sure everything is all right. You never had any situation like this before, so not exactly sure. Faith has some theories, but suppose we will have to actually see if they're true or not.
Whatever it takes to make sure she's safe.
Faith will say. The only other examples of very young Riftborn were a bunch of high school kids. But the problem is, I didn't get to research on them because Alaric here thought they were like wizards. Took him a while to figure out that no. So I didn't really get the chance to figure things out for them. And their aging didn't exactly stop. It just didn't progress as far as it should, right? So I'm not exactly sure how this child will behave. How the powers will interact with the regular biology. Because for all we know, it might age faster, it might age slower. We just don't know.
Okay. Like I said, I know there's a lot of unknowns, but as long as she's safe, I trust you on that.
She smiles and nods, says, "Thank you. Is someone here?" That she like glances accusatory at Larry.
Is there a particular reason why you didn't bring up the fact that you knew the other parent for Amalia?
That's not sour this mood.
Or I kind of raise an eyebrow, but she nods to ask that question at a later date.
Yeah, it's, everyone will be eventually guided out of the Lark will have one last private conversations. She stabbed it in your heart, in your when it was in your belly.
What?
Yeah, had a needle kind of poke through it, and it regenerated.
Maybe the hormones are messing me up, but what the fuck?
I couldn't leave without the truth.
Well, thank you for letting me know. I know Dr. Faith can be a bit eccentric.
She ran DNA tests and saw certain similarities and patterns. Just the last experiment prove it.
Well, I guess I know she'll do whatever she can to find results. I'm trying to look at the positive here.
Yeah, and at the very least, she won't take unnecessary risks.
Are we sure about that, or did she say that?
Well, she hasn't gotten anyone killed yet through these methods, and it's like I said, it's been more than a decade.
Well, if you trust her, and well, hopefully this means things will be okay.
I think they will, and we'll figure things out. Okay. I'm not gonna let you go through this alone. Okay.
You haven't so far. I know you're probably busy and everything. I actually don't know what you do, Alaric.
You know me, saving the world every other week.
Apparently so.
pulling the strings of governments, preventing wars, and distributing nuclear arsenal across the globe.
Hmm. Not curing cancer while you're doing that too? For shame.
Maybe in like another decade or two. That's why I have faith.
I presume she'll get it done eventually with her long list of experiments that she seems to enjoy. She seems
Again, people.
always happy.
Yes, I know she seems a bit eccentric and dangerous, but like I said, only one person she got killed with her experiments, and that person came back to life. I honestly, I don't make that count too much. It's like half
A
a
vote of
person dead.
confidence. For a vote of confidence. Well, has a Lark actually come to visit and like had dinner
Oh, no.
like
Yes, he's
Hmm.
visiting once a week, like clockwork.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, maybe a bit more another hectic with a new addition to the family, but you're always welcome.
Thank you.
And a child is always a blessing. So, good fortune for everyone.
Oh, I will try to withhold my tendencies to give it a military training.
I would hope so. Everyone gets a chance to enjoy their youth for a little bit before life decides to throw a punch in your face. Do you want to hold her?
You're fine with that?
I think you'll. Yeah. Have you ever held a baby before?
Um, honestly, no.
Oh, come over here. It's not that big of a deal. I can help you through it.
Yeah, he's gonna very like awkwardly like hold girl his heels. Really small, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. I used to watch some of the kids when I was younger, when my parents were out.
Well, sure you'll do great.
Well, raising a baby isn't always just one or two people, you know? It takes a community. It takes people.
Can't be worse than having a bunch of high schoolers get magic powers.
That's true. I can imagine the chaos.
Yeah. And it was a much more busier time, so I did have to actually themselves.
Ooh. I'm sure that worked out all right. Are they okay?
For the most part, yeah.
So,
Better than some of the others.
so you have magical, not wizard kids, a werewolf, Onyx, Faith. I think Ramir was telling me that she has her trainer. Who else is a part
Yeah,
of this?
that's I guess
Mhm.
there's the people with the magic swords, but
Magic swords.
yeah, like kind of like a Jedi, but a bit more creepy.
Oh, from that movie, that movie that came out, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Can manifest swords with their mind, and well, actually, pretty sure I saw one of them shoot lightning out of their hands once.
Is that from the movie or?
No, it's just my reality.
Well, I guess it's our reality. Yeah, lightning, swords movements. What's next? Plant people?
We all would have that one.
God, I was joking. Oh,
No, it's
I guess
pretty
I'll.
much I've talked with people who've encountered all sorts of weird monsters, and Don't even want to know half the things.
I guess I can't really complain too much. My brother thought he was an angel, had robot stuff in his body, and I can do things with my mind, so. Guess I get through with the program.
You feel something else, sort of. Actually, at the corners of your consciousness, Oriana. A presence. Very warm and of curious presence. Probing your thoughts.
Oh. Ariana just. She doesn't necessarily panic, she just
Hard to
tries to.
say. I think Amalia has woken up.
Kind of looks at her, a bit speechless.
Like slowly opens her eyes. You see the sort of snake eyes staring at you.
Hello, Amalia. Happy to finally meet you. As she tries to do that same familiar hello in her mind.
It's the response is not like, it doesn't form words, but it does sort of like communicate through emotions. As well, Larek will hand her back to you. I'll say,
Mm.
I think you need your whole family here. Let me get them.
Mm.
It's gonna leave for a moment. Everyone outside in the hallway, Onyx, kind of curious, keeps pestering you with questions. As Alaric comes out in a couple minutes later and says, I think you all need to stay for this part. The baby's an actual telepath? As if you're talking. To reconnect.
This won't have consequences.
Yeah, Amelia just wants that. Okay.
Yeah, I'll say let's go. Let's not try and overwhelm her. One at a time. Amelia or Amira, you go first. As you two will walk in the room as you see Oriana staring at the baby. The baby kind of like looks at you with the snake eyes. As you both also feel this presence in your mind, just sort of kind of like there's an intention. It's a curiosity. It's questions. Gonna need both of you to give me a roll. So from your roll me. Ah, lovely. As the the emotions that are sort of slamming into your mind are quite intensive. Like this isn't. It sort of started out like a small wave, but now it's turning into a tsunami. As you're both like recoiling, but able to withstand it. Emilio, there's an intense headache that takes over, but it's not unbearable. As Oriana, you will see the both of them sort of react a bit to this.
Yeah, she tries to. I'm not sure how, if she. Oh, talk to the baby essentially. It's just like, not too much, not too much. Gotta be careful as she tries to soothe her or soothe them essentially. I'm sorry.
Yeah, give me a focus with cool.
Mm. I
I
will.
love baby telepath.
2 dice.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, you're able to, with your own like guiding thoughts, words, and emotions, sort of temper her curiosity. As you realize she was ready to like crack open their minds and see what's inside, like a fucking box.
Yeah.
You're able to sort of help her back off a bit as you start communicating the idea of pain and, well, the fact that it's not acceptable and you would be upset if she did this, as still does want to please you. She will stop immediately, sort of allowing them to actually approach you as the pain subsides.
This will take a bit of a learning curve, at the very least. The baby books didn't really talk about this part.
Didn't feel that bad as soon as she shake it off.
Mia's going to say, "You're going to."
I cut you off there, Zess.
Oh, it's is it like?
It's still cutting you. Simply to reconnect.
I'm not sure if you're saying
Yeah,
anything.
Amelia will.
Oh,
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah, Amelia will say. You're going to be a little handful, aren't you?
As it
Oh,
seems
I
very
think-
amused at your remark.
Well, I think we'll figure it out. Won't we, Amalia?
Yeah. Maybe will reach out a hand and you will see from the corner of the room through the shadows, Onyx kind of peeks in. It's like, can see?
You have to be careful.
As like she immediately like sort of bolts. Catalina will also walk into the room as Alara kind of like notices this and is like, Onyx, I told you to. Like Onyx immediately sort of like kind of touches the child on the nose as the baby seems very amused. As she starts kind of like doing weird faces and says, no, I know what they like. And she kind of like with her hands starts sort of stringing these almost shadowy wires that extend and connect her fingertips as she starts sort of rearranging them in different shapes as the shadows start moving and the child seems very amused. The funny shapes. As that happy note,